3 against all.
Yes, that probably wasn't the best approach to play to Muster. Usually he's played him wide or kept the ball low and really cut it into that deep in the backhand corner. But you can't get every approach shot right.
Low.
I always think it's a special disposition that goes with a good serve and volley. You had it, Wally. The one that doesn't worry when it goes wrong. If you get past a couple of times, you don't have a sudden nervous breakdown or begin to doubt.
Well, that is a beautiful backhand. But just getting back to your point about serve and volleying, you do have to absorb a lot of disappointment, and there are occasions when guys do get onto your serve, but what you're trying to do is build up pressure over time. Just recently, this summer in particular, we've seen Pat Rafter do it very well. You keep boring in, you keep asking questions of your opponent, you keep giving them targets. As the match goes on, it appears to get smaller and smaller.
Well, that's a quite outstanding service game by henman. It just shows that in the heat of the kitchen, I suppose this is the greatest heat that's been generated yet in this match, because it's been just so beautifully freewheeling, at least the first two sets were.
I've always felt it provides the best tennis.
To return to the point about his, I'm not sure you actually used the phrase, but his body weight, or the weight of his hitting, I don't think he'll ever be a big barrel-chested athlete like, for example, Muster, just watching Muster there. But you can be a lithe athlete, can't you? And timing can produce a different sort of pace.
Yeah, I guess I was just maybe not talking about sheer speed, but weight of shot, a heavy shot off the ground. And Tim moves the ball around very well, and he takes it early and he times the ball very sweetly. But I just question whether he's quite heavy enough off the ground and off that serve. And I guess what we are talking about too is to make it to the very top of the game. Well, Tim did not question that serve, but looked a little bit long.
Muster now, I think, more than at any stage in this match, has got to be in the Iron Man, because time's slightly running out in this match for him. And perhaps most especially at this moment. 2-1 down, 3-4 down, and 30 all on his serve. Now who's going to play it tough? henman is.
Well, there it is again. henman giving Muster no pace. And he's a lot better when the ball's crunched at him. Doesn't always like to generate pace.
Now if henman gets a break here, serves the match.
Well, Muster there showing us his true colours on break point. He had a short forehand, hit it, made his way back to the baseline.
Service. Advantage Muster.
Close.
Again, Muster.
Muster was quite happy about it. He would be. Henman didn't seem even to raise an eyebrow. 4-all.
4 games sold.
And this really is a pitch battle here.
$15 love.
That was long.
30 love.
But he's got in 2 beautiful first serves again in this game, just when he needs it.
First service.
Well, it's been a profitable
40 love.
tactic for Tim today. That first volley down the middle of the court, not allowing Muster any angle. He does pass very well on the run.
Game Henman.
Another a love game to Henman. 2 successive on his serve. He's right from the very start trusted implicitly
Henman leads
the
by 5
strategy
games to
he'd
4.
predetermined. And it's at moments like this, in a match of this importance, at a Grand Slam championship against one of the toughest players in the world, this is what separates the good losers from the good winners. And Henman might, more and more, you get the feeling that he's going to be a good winner of this match.
Well, you said it, Jerry. He really has stuck to his guns, so to speak. He's had a game plan, and it just shows that he really does have self-belief, because out there, when you are playing on a centre court in a big match like this, it's easy to become a little bit nervous, lose a bit of self-confidence. But Tim today, I just get the feeling, I agree with you, I think he will win this match purely because he does have that self-belief. Muster has been the case throughout this match. He's always been out of the chair first and then taking the full time out. Let's hope he drank some Coca-Cola, had a hit of caffeine, something, just to get him over the line.
Well, he relishes it, does Muster,
Wait, please.
these situations. Born competitor. But he's in trouble. He's 4-5, 2 sets to 1 down. He's got to win his serve, or he's a goner. And that was a thoroughbred.
15 love.
What Henman had been doing in the first couple of sets, he'd been playing this shot to the Muster forehand and not coming in on the next one when he had the opportunity to come in on the backhand.
15 all. White, please. White, please. Thank you.
Floated that exactly to the same point.
15,
I'd like to know if somebody could work out how many times he's played precisely that point.
Maybe on a big point like that, he's really got to be thinking of bunting that ball back down the middle, getting it in play. Once he establishes the return, he's been doing pretty well.
shot by Henman there, stretching out there, wide to his forehand, controlling the ball. Muster's smiling, but
30, 40.
it looks a rather thin smile, that, because Henman is 1 point from putting out the 5th seed.
White, please.
Stop eating heart, only for a second.
Well, that's got to hurt. He did all the hard work, some great scrambling, a terrific lob.
White, please.
Finally, when the opportunity presented itself.
Stuck it right in the same target again. Stood his ground, didn't panic.
Well, what a terrific point this is. I think Jerry's getting more nervous than Tim Henman. Just look at the composure there on the stop volley, and that's one of the hardest things to do when you are nervous.
Quiet, please. Ready
A
to
bit of
play.
applause there from Muster.
Quiet, please.
That's one again.
Thank you.
He went for the same spot, like a boxer going for a cut-eye. Generous applause from the crowd. And Muster, congratulations. That's a very sporting thing. But Henman has today taken on this biggest centre court in the whole world. The new centre court, the Arthur Ashe Stadium at the US Open. He's taken on one of the real tough guys, one of the real muscle men of this game. He came out and he played, well, on a wave of sheer inspiration. He had wonderful touch, a clear mind. He knew exactly how he was going to play the match tactically. He didn't let his chin drop when he dropped the 3rd set, having taken a lead of 2 sets to love. And he's won, I would say, completely on merit. And I just find myself, as a Brit, thinking, gosh, it's been a long time to see people play like this. Because Rosetsky the other day played wonderfully well as well. But that was a performance of the most sublime excellence, I thought.
Yeah, no, I have to agree with you, Jerry. I was very impressed with the way he stuck to his game plan. Gave Muster not a lot of pace throughout the match. It was a very brave thing to do. Very composed, Tim Henman. And I've had a great deal of respect for Thomas Muster over the years, and once again he's shown me what a great competitor he is. He never says die, and when he does retire, he'll have no regrets.
So this has been yet another of those days. I remember in beating Kafelnikov. Weren't you and I sitting watching that on the centre court at Wimbledon? Was it you or Alan Stone?
Oh, my memory doesn't stretch back that far.
Well, I remember that, and I thought that was yet further evidence that at any level, given the right day, he could beat perhaps all but the very best players.
Doesn't show a lot of emotion, Tim, after he wins this match. You'd think that the pressure had built up over a period of time. No real jubilation, very businesslike, and made a quick exit off the court.
Yeah, well, it's just wonderful. A lot of us have waited a long time to see performances like that, and Tim Henman, utterly on merit, has outplayed Thomas Muster in the 1st round here. The 5th seed's a goner, and I can't see a Union Jack, but if there was one around in our commentary box here, Chris Bailey, Bill Threlfall, the rest of the team, would be waving it. Maybe even Mazur was, except he's an Aussie.
Duke flyer, wasn't it? I mean, here he is in another rally. He's just chipping the ball. His length today,
yes,
not just his volleys, but everything. And here comes in Muster. And if we could just stop it there, he's got so many options. And this is where Tim Henman is so good. He could go down the line here. He could go cross court here, which would be the best shot.
Muster's kind of got it covered.
Yeah, he's got the low part of the net there. Tim's got so much time. But if we run it on, we'll just see which shot he chooses. And let's just see what he chooses here.
Yeah.
Awesome. Tim Henman at his best, and there's his talent showing through.
It looked like a forehand that Karachi was coming up with yesterday. How about this little drop volley? Now, this is serving for the 1st set at 5-3. If you're going to get nervous, this is just about the time that he's going to get tight. Not a bit of it. Let's take another look at it. Decent first volley down the middle. Always a good place to go.
And here we are on a big point in the second set, and if we could just stop it there.
Stop it right there. Let me just identify that point for you. This is at the start of the third set, and we were a little bit worried about the momentum changing, Mark.
We were, yeah. This was a big point. This was to go up a break in the third set. Here we got Tim. He could go here with the volley, and what he's been doing a lot of the match is just dropping it short right there. But if we run it on a bit, and we just run it on.
I thought it was going to change there. I've got to tell you, I thought it was going to change. A chance to go a break up in the third set, Andy. He spooned it long. I thought Muster might come back.
We talked about momentum earlier in the programme, and here was a possible change of momentum. And, you know, fortunately, it never happened.
Ferreira's next. What do you say?
Let's go for it. Yeah, he's on a roll. He's playing really well. There's no reason why he can't win it now.
He's defending fourth round points. It was the last thing on his mind. The most composed performance. Just very, very impressive indeed. OK, well, Thomas Muster is out to go alongside Goran Ivanisevic, the number 4 seed. Tim Henman advances. Let's catch up with all the men's results as we have them today.